It's very frustrating, and I'm tired of people telling me that black people are beneath a standard when we have to be twice as good all the time. And that is why I said I'm not interested in having a dialogue with someone like Joe, who has demonstrated a propensity towards bigotry. And he did that on Twitter yesterday in 140 characters or less.
In this episode of Culture Breakdown, I will analyze 3 principles that Angela Rye uses to uplift, empower, and impact a community of people in which she loves and fights for. Plus, show you how to apply those same principles to your life to improve your communication skills and impact the world around you. Coming right up. In this culture, we have very dope and talented entertainers, interviewers, commentators, broadcasters, and more. But what we don't have is someone shining the light on these individuals and their specific skill sets and what made them who they are today and catapulted them to success. Until now, I'm Jamal Nolan, and this is Culture Breakdown.
I mean, good.
I'm not even.
You think black Americans are doing well today?
Hello.
I think they're doing
Exhibit
terrible.
A, honey.
If you aren't familiar with Angela Rye, she is a political commentator, CEO of Impact Strategies, the host of On One with Angela Rye podcast, and a black woman in the culture dedicated to fighting for change. Before we get into the principles, click the subscribe button to get more culture breakdowns on your favorite people, just like this, every single Tuesday. Now, principle number 1, bring the truth.
I think I take it very seriously. My name means bringer of truth. And I think inherently in me, I'm like, we have to tell people the truth. I take being on television, being on any platform as an awesome responsibility. Right. And it's our obligation to ensure we're telling people what's really going on.
In a political circle full of fake news, the truth stands out and resonates with an audience on a personal level.
The bottom line is this. This is not right. It is inhumane. And for Ivanka to say at first, this was a low point, and then to defend the policy means it in fact was not a low enough point. And all I'm saying to you is simply this. You can't say that I'm against separating families and then in the other breath say, but they shouldn't be coming here to begin with, and they're going to be separated until they are deported, and then their parents are deported without them. Interesting is, Scott, you brought up a good point about diversity in the White House. We were just talking about the cabinet positions. Chris, please tell me you have a graphic on the diversity in the White House. If Scott, I'll give you $5 good if you can name 5 black people in the White House. 5. $1 for each. You got 5?
No,
yeah.
I don't have a list of the White House staff in front of me.
And even if you did, you would be you would give me my $5 back.
It's kind of strange to think of the truth as a foreign concept, but it indeed is. When you're speaking about politics or media, everything is spent in favor of their narrative or to strengthen their agenda. Society has become so fake that the truth actually bothers people. So when you have someone like Angela stand up and use her platform for the truth, it speaks volumes to the listeners. The truth is also met with resistance when it opposes other people's opinions. Anything you say can bring people together or divide them. The truth will gain you a loyal listener and valued friends. So when applying this principle, never intentionally lie or mislead others. Know that when you speak, you have a responsibility to be authentic, which will allow others to witness your character and connect with you. Gandhi said, the truth never damages a cause that is just. Now, principle number 2, work woke.
And from my vantage point, this really comes from my faith. I believe that faith without works is dead.
Yes.
And it is pointless for us to just use our talents to understand what's going on and not apply what we've learned to action. And so that's what Work Woke is all about.
All right. Work woke.
This principle has just as much to do with your actions as it does your words. Words fall on deaf ear when significant actions aren't attached to them. Change doesn't happen through words, but only through actions. Angela wants change in the White House, so what does she do? She gives presidential candidates an opportunity to speak on her platform.
We're here to have a conversation, and I think that means we've got Angela Rye to come and make sure this conversation happens. Come on out, Angela.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you. So first, I feel obligated, Senator, to, she didn't get an introduction, but she is a woman who needs no introduction. If you all could give it up for Senator Elizabeth Warren for this live podcast.
Here's the really dope part. If through words and conversation, Angela can actually help elect a new president, She truly used her words and her actions to make change.
Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me. It's work. I was lamenting over the 2016 election and I probably complained for 20 minutes. And you said that in this work, you're not alone.
Yeah. We are never alone. So speak with tangible actions in mind. Always allow your words to be accompanied by supporting action. Also, words are from the lips, actions are from the heart. And lastly, impactful words and impactful actions give you a tremendous amount of credibility with your audience. Principle number 3, empower.
And I say this all the time, and hopefully this will bless your life and change it. Racism is a bipartisan problem. This isn't about what Democrats did or did not do.
Yeah, well, they've done it for 50 years.
Republicans have done the same
I'm from Chicago.
thing. Congratulations.
Democrats have run for Chicago for 60 years. You've got 3,000 shootings this year.
You know what?
You can't blame that on Republicans.
And where did the guns come from? Martin Luther King delivered this speech in 1967. Where do we go from here? In that speech, he tells us that we need to lean into our own institutions. Those institutions are black banks. Those institutions are black businesses, our community organizations. Hunker down and support ourselves. We have to start looking at ourselves and saying, what are we doing that we could be doing differently? How do we support our own institutions? How do we support our own businesses? If you don't have a bank account at a black-owned bank, I encourage you to do that today. You are not a killer. You are not a thug. You are not barbaric. You are not ignorant. You are not violent. And when the world tells you otherwise, I will be right here to remind you that you are a marvelous black man. You can be anything you want to be. You will make history by building on our rich legacy. You will always offer a hand up. You will love this country's potential and do your part in ensuring a more perfect union. Son, I hope none of this makes sense to you by the time you can understand the content of this letter, because that will mean we finally stop singing We Shall Overcome and we began to actually live it.
Along with standing up for her community, Angela always speaks words of encouragement and hope to everyone in her path. Genuinely speaking with compassion and grace, the tongue is a powerful tool and can build a nation or tear one down. That's why it's important to always speak encouragement into the lives of others and to help build them up. Simple principles like this can make a drastic impact in the world around you and improve your communication skills. Just take a look at the great work that Angela has accomplished doing these things. It's hard work and it requires dedication, but you too can use Rye's impact strategy to master communication and crush conversations on a daily basis. If you've made it this far in the video and you enjoy these breakdowns, leave a comment down below telling me who you would like to see done next. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I'm out.